You can't say that for sure. What about the kids? Sleepover at a friend's. The house is empty. So how do you explain the soda? Maybe they forgot to clear it away. Listen up, I have more to lose than you do, so stop whining like a little bitch, and let's get this done and get out of here. Lizzie didn't stop to hear anymore. She needed to wake Tommy and Emily, get them somewhere safe. She opened Tommy's door quietly, thankful it didn't creak, and crossed to the bed where the 10-year-old slept on his belly, comforter half on the floor, and one leg of his PJs rolled up to his knee. Tommy! Lizzie set down her textbook and knife on the nightstand and reached for his shoulder, her whisper urgent. Tommy, I need you to wake up. He opened one eye, stared at her sleepily. What are you? Shh! You have to be quiet. Where's Nell? I'll explain, but first we have to get Emily. But Nell had to go out. Tommy, I need you to listen. He was fully awake now and sitting up in bed, rubbing at his eyes. There's someone in the house. We need to hide. His eyes widened, and she could see he had a million questions. He was too young to properly understand, and he should be sheltered from this, but there wasn't time. From downstairs came a distinctly male cough. Tommy's eyes opened wider still. Who's that? His voice was frightened. I don't know, but there's two of them and they broke in. We need to get your sister and find somewhere to hide. Mercifully, he quit with the questions and climbed out of bed. Try to stay as quiet as possible. We don't want them to hear us, okay? He nodded, clinging to Lizzie's free hand as she picked up the knife, and they made their way across to Emily's room. Tommy's 4-year-old sister was more difficult to rouse, and Lizzie ended up carrying her, quilt trailing on the floor, to the closet where Tommy waited. She ushered Tommy inside and settled Emily down in his arms before returning for the knife she'd left next to Emily's bed. What do we do now? Tommy asked. He sounded frightened. Lizzie returned to him, crouching down. I need you to stay here and keep quiet. What about you? Where are you gonna be? Do your mom and dad have a phone in their room? Yeah, it's next to the bed. I'm going to try and get it to call the police. You stay here, okay? You're gonna come back, right? Yes, I'm coming right back. As she started to close the door, Tommy caught hold of her hand. Lizzie? Yes? I'm scared. I know, baby. I'll be as quick as I can. You hold on to your sister and keep as quiet as possible. Whatever happens, don't come out of the closet. Promise? Promise. Lizzie slid the closet door shut, and with a deathly grip on the knife made her way across the room. Mr. and Mrs. Dolan's bedroom was at the end of the landing. Barely daring to breathe, she crept down the hallway and into their room. Her relief when she spied the phone on the nightstand was quickly overshadowed by a fresh wave of fear as she heard footsteps on the stairs. She froze, perspiration beading on her forehead, her knuckles turning white as she squeezed the handle of the knife even tighter. Her eyes darted around the room. The closet was the only option, but it was on the opposite side of the room to the phone. Voices grew closer. You're sure you know the combination? Jesus, yeah, I'm sure. Lizzie flew for the closet, pulled back the door and squeezed herself inside, huddling between rows of dresses. She pulled the door shut, holding her breath. They were in the bedroom now. A bead of sweat trickled down her back. The clothes smelt of detergent and a soft, musky perfume. Stay still. Don't make a sound. The closet door opened.